Welcome to the Python programming course by Ignis Technologies. In this movie, we are going to take a very quick look on the strings. Since all of these topics are going to be covered later on in much detail, so we are just taking a quick look at right now. I'm going to select the number, press the control key and move my file a bit so that I can make a copy of it. And I'm going to call it as strings1.py. And I'll open up my file. I'll close this numbers file and I'll delete all of this syntax here. Now we have got a fresh file almost. Let me save it. And in this movie, let's take a quick look onto the string. How does the string looks like? So you can just use, let's say, any value like string1, and string1 can contain any string. In Python, it is said that strings in Python are defined as a continuous set of characters between the quotation marks. So you can use any quotation mark like double quotes or maybe single quote, but I would recommend you, for the good programming purpose, try to stick with the one. Always try to use either the single quote or the double quotes. It will save you from a lot of problems. And let's write our very favorite hello world here. So I'm going to just write hello world, and that's it. You have declared a string. Now with the Python, strings are a great object. You can play around with them quite a lot, and you have got a variety of operations that you can work on with the strings. So for example, you can simply print the string 1, and that's it. You have to just print the string 1 and you have successfully printed the string. You can do a variety of operation, like you want to get a particular character from the string, then also you can work out. Like if I want to have print and I want the string 1, the first character of it, and we all know that it starts from the 0, it's array based thing. So this is going to be the first character of the string. Let me just copy it for a couple of times so that we can do a variety of operations out here. And what you can also do is known as slicing. You can slice some part of the strings easily in the Python. For that, you just have to use these square brackets, and you can place what is the initial point of the slicing and the end point of the slicing. So you can just give like something this. So that's it. You have got slicing out here onto your string. And you can also, likewise, you can terminate the characters from the starting. And how to do that? It's also a simple process. Let's say you just want to print out some starting characters, let's say 2. So this is, don't pass the secondary argument. Likewise, you can go around with not passing the first argument and passing the second argument, that is after the colon. And I'll leave this simple exercise to you. And what you can else do, you can simply have multiple times. Let's say you want to print the string 4 times, that is how you can do it. And you can also use the concatenation sign, which is quite a common in every programming, like string 1 plus whatever you want to use. Like in this case, I want to use Ignis. I would put a space here so that it just don't mix it up here. And that's it pretty much. You can do following things and a tons of other things onto the string, but let's take a quick look on how these things works. I'll run this using the Python run. And you can see we have got all the options out here. Let me just show you one by one. First is the hello world. Second, we are just printing out the first character, which is H. In the third, we are restricting our output by defining the initial and the final character onto the values. Then we are restricting the first keywords, and after that we are just printing out multiple keywords and the final Ignis. Now let me just take a quick look on what this is happening, because it might be confusing for you at the starting. Now this prints the starting character from the third character, so it's not like it is going to print only the first 2 character. It is going to skip the first 2 character. In this case, since it starts from the 0, it is going to skip the first 3 character and then it is going to start. Let me just take one more example here so that it clears up. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put this one out and put the 2 here. Let me just save it and run it so that it reduces our confusion. And here you can see this is how it works. In the first one, it just skips the few initial characters. In the last one, it just prints out the few initial character. So these are the major differences and a quick look onto the strings in Python.